Cloud 9000.
What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Everything 9000 podcast. I got us something from Dubai.
You got me a mug. You got me tea.
Kanak chai. Dubai blend. I'll bring the box and everything for you to see.
This is your big surprise.
It's not a big surprise. What were we expecting? A bar of gold?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What do you think it was going to be, a bar of gold? There you go, mate. I think the packaging was brilliant. They give you a spoon in there to measure it.
Project Chaiwala. Oh, actually, this
bag.
looks really good. Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? It caught my eye at the airport, you know. It was a really good product.
So you got it at the airport. So literally, you weren't even thinking of getting me a gift until 75 dirham. I was like, 75 quid?
Yeah, so that's still about 15 quid. But by the way, that's not for you. I'm going to take that home and my family's going to taste it as well.
This? So you got me a gift?
No, as in your gift's in the cup is ready made. I put all that effort in now.
Are you a twat, bro?
That's the gift. But look. This is what I wanted to talk about, right? So
Wait. So you said to me you got a gift for me, right? And the gift. Oh, this is a very nice spoon.
It's very nice, isn't it? That's exactly what I'm saying. The spoon is banging.
Wait, what type of an arsehole says I've got you a gift and then be like, oh, I thought it was like a mug or something. Like, you know, you got our photos over the year.
Nah, smell it.
That's beautiful.
It's a proper tea blend with proper cardamom in there and everything.
It smells like the exact ones.
There's one thing it lacks, in my opinion, but we'll get your opinion. It doesn't have sugar in that, by the way, or milk, so I added those.
Right. So it's just the chai mix.
It's the jar mix, yeah. But look, like the colours, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing groundbreaking here, but the way they do it as well, like that's like your Tiffany colour, the jewellery.
Yeah.
Like Chaiwala's a known brand. Okay, Project Chaiwala.
Wait, is it actually associated with Chaiwala?
No.
Oh, okay.
And then from Dubai to the world.
Yeah.
Simple price. You've seen that.
This packaging is premium, man.
It's clean, innit?
More than clean, it's premium. It's
clean.
Very nice.
It's clean.
I like this.
Clean. Yeah, it's good, man.
Although, like in itself, it's like a huge box, but you don't get an actual lot of quantity.
You don't get a huge quantity.
You broke my heart, bro. I thought, you know what? Oh, this is a nice thing. I want to take this home now. Show it to the missus and stuff.
No, as in, bring the missus over and she can have a cup with the family.
Right.
But until then, it will be in my possession.
Well, okay, buddy. A gift I got for you for your birthday. I'll keep it and I'll let you use it once.
So this one didn't have sugar in there.
Right.
And they had a different flavour, which was, I can't remember now. Oh, it was a chocolate flavour. It had mocha
very nice. You put sugar in this tea otherwise. Actually,
you
know
taste
what?
the sugar?
Yeah. It's very, very nice. Number one. Number two, it's nicer because it's snowing outside. So it's nice to be warm.
It's actually nice.
Yes, I like it.
I have tried it before, but I just want to try this one because I've not made it.
That is tasty.
Yeah?
Did you make it in the patila? How did you make it?
Patila.
Oh, okay.
In the patila.
So the full shebang.
Full shebang. But I think, you know what, there's no better place to start than the fact that I just went to Dubai recently.
Yeah.
Mate's wedding, probably the best wedding I've been to. I just put it out there.
Right.
It was insane.
No, that's good. It looked really good.
The wedding was insane. Off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. But you know what?
It looked really, really nice.
It looked
everything the way they did it.
But I've got a few experiences to talk about.
Go on.
In my time off that I had there.
Right.
Basically, we tried the viral fix chocolate. Amo and Suki, we've got it in the vlog, so that'll be in the Dubai vlog that we're releasing.
Viral fixed chocolate.
You know, have you not seen that viral chocolate where they break it like that? And there's like, so basically it's a chocolate bar, they break it, and the middle just like, it's normally green because the pistachio one that's gone for that viral. It looks like some moss is coming out of the chocolate bar.
Okay.
It's been going viral for like over a year.
Right. I think I know what you're on about.
Let me tell you the process. They don't have a physical store, right? You have to jump on Deliveroo. They update the Deliveroo availability on 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Right. Within 1 minute, all 5 to 6 flavours are sold out. It's like the Hunger Games navigating that app. We've succeeded on our 4th attempt.
Right.
So basically, you go on, you can pick as many flavours as you want, but then if you pick more than one flavour, by the time you get to your 5th flavour and you're trying to check out, one flavour's sold out. You're just killing time. So the best strategy is to select 2 flavours. So we selected the viral one, which is the pistachio, and then we just selected a Biscoff one.
So who sells it?
Basically, it's a brand called Fix.
Fix, okay.
And all over Dubai, you get dupes. You get Fox, You get Fex with an E. You get Fix with a backwards F all throughout the airport. And everyone thinks it's the viral one, but we got the actual real viral chocolate.
So they only sell it on Uber Eats?
Deliveroo.
Oh, sorry, Deliveroo. And then do they get delivered on Deliveroo?
Get delivered on Deliveroo. And literally, the guy that came to me on his bike, his whole back he had about 5 packages in there. But I think they keep limited availability, but it keeps that demand up.
Well, how much was it?
Bro, £20 per bar.
How big is the chocolate?
It is slightly bigger than you'd expect, but still, it's not worth £20.
Size or smaller than Toblerone?
No, Toblerone's a weird size. So if you imagine like a Cadbury's Dairy Milk.
Yeah.
The normal size, a bit thicker basically.
The normal bigger slate, right? You mean?
Yeah. Okay. A bit bigger maybe. It's not worth 20 quid though. Not in my opinion.
What does it taste like?
No, it tastes great. But I think I was expecting like Willy Wonka's chocolate bar.
Willy Wonka's chocolate bars, have you ever had those?
No, I've never had them.
Because they don't exist, mate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying £20 for something...
You want something that...
I want something that doesn't
Willy
exist.
Wonka chocolate bars could taste like shit though. You know what I mean? How do you know that's the premium chocolate bar?
Sorry, you're going to have a lot of jar ASMR this episode.
You are. By the way, what I will suggest you do is you take out maybe 3 spoonfuls.
3 spoonfuls.
Yeah, and then I'll take the rest.
You're going to put them down your good tea. Empty them into the cup.
No, I do like it.
It is nice. You're going to pull them out of your pocket.
Where's the jar from on it though? Like, where is the tea thing it from? Bro?
Oh, yeah. We don't have that information. See, it's not
it's blended in the UAE.
Yeah.
Right? But UAE doesn't produce tea. Not that I'm aware of.
That's why they've said blended and not sourced.
Yeah.
Right.
Tea leaves. So they've obviously used real spices like real cardamom and all that stuff.
It's real. You can see it. You can literally see it.
And it smells like as well. You know, have you ever stuck your nose into the spice mix you've got home, like for jar? Yeah. It smells exactly like that.
It smells exactly like that.
But then, why are you paying £15 for it when you can make it at home?
Do you know what it is?
What you need to do is get you need to get tartar tea.
Do you know
right? You know the loose.
It is that. It is that.
And then just mix in something.
But you know what? It's clever how I like that I've got the chamcha. I like that I've got a box. I can reuse this for jar.
Yeah, 100%. If anything, keep the jar. Let me take the box.
No,
don't be an arsehole. No, you can't build up and say I got you a gift.
Do you know what? It looks like if you had a restaurant, you'd have these quirky things out.
Yeah, I know
you want it, so I'm going to put it here safely away.
You know what? That's actually the piss take, man. You can't build it up. 3 days ago, you said to me, "I'm back and I got you a gift."
Yeah.
Right. This isn't a gift.
Do you know what? If you don't want it, give me the cup back.
No, I do want it. I'm asking you for my gift, mate.
I tell you what, we've got a lot to cover in this episode. All right, so we need to crack on. And I had 2 more experiences that I feel like from Dubai I need to talk on.
Go on then.
One was a fuck. Do you want the fucked one or do you want the good one?
Oh, can I not both?
I will give you both, but which one do you want first?
The fuck one. Because we'll end with something good.
Right, I'm going to bleep names out in this, right? But basically, I went to a desert safari.
Okay. Right.
Now, basically...
So this is the person that outran you on a 5K?
It is. But anyway, I did do a 5K. But you're revealing the whole vlog here. Leave something for the vlog. But anyway, it's good marketing to be fair. But anyway, basically, where we were staying offered us a desert safari for £150 per person.
Oh.
I told them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Then our friends, this was information I learnt later.
Right.
But they spent £90 per person, right?
On that same safari pass?
No. Well, I'll get to that. All safaris happen in the same sort of vicinity, but they're just different land slots and stuff.
Right.
And do you know what I mean? But we went online, Googled it, found like the first link, looked legit enough, found a number on WhatsApp. You know how sometimes you book an event via WhatsApp? They replied instantly, £45 ahead, happy days. Booked, ready to go. Yeah. We get picked up. So basically,
this is for the safari?
This is for the desert safari. They pick us up from our hotel.
So you got one that said for £45 per person?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because why wouldn't I?
No, that's fine.
But basically, this is the information...
That's what I would do. Yeah, no, carry on.
This is the information, basically, has gone on one before.
Yeah.
So I was actually relying on information that I'd got from there, whereas rather than trying to, take command of the situation. But I regret that, but we'll get onto this. Now, the car picked us up, some sketchy-ass Toyota. Yeah?
Yeah.
Picks us up. We've probably been on the road for about 50 minutes.
50?
50.
Fucking hell, that's long.
Bear in mind, Dubai is a city.
Yeah.
50 minutes, Chal, okay? So the city, if you imagine a map, the city's here, near the sea. We're driving inland into real Dubai.
Right.
Like, you know, in them American movies where you got like a psychotic killer and it's like long roads, straight roads, sand, you got them little green hedges popping up.
Have you seen that meme, how Americans depict the Middle East in films? Where they have that camel chewing...
Tumbleweed.
And then that... So that sort of...
That's where we were. And we had basically, the car stops. He goes, this is the first pit stop, right? He goes, go in there and go to the toilet. I was like, I don't need a piss. But at this point...
is it just you and...
Yes.
Just you two in the car?
Just us two in the car.
With some driver.
And bear in mind, we're both on Voxy. Yeah? We both do not have network.
Okay.
We were relying on Wi-Fi the whole trip. Voxy is so dumb. Let me tell you Voxy.
The...
Network.
Okay.
A sub-branch of Vodafone, the cheaper version.
Right.
I get it. It's embarrassing. At my age, I shouldn't have Voxy. But I do, yeah.
Okay.
It's because EE was fucking me over. But anyway, that's another story. And this is a sidetrack story, but it's
Why
important
did you just get a
to
SIM card in Dubai for like temporarily?
Well, they give you one at the airport. But our good friend Amo said not to use it because he said they get all your data. He's into data protection, so I had to take his word for it.
But what have you got to hide?
I got nudes.
Right.
But anyway...
Wait, so how the fuck was Amo vlogging all this time? How was he posting?
Well, no, he didn't take the SIM.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is we were both on Voxy.
Wait, so I went
my gosh.
No, my bad. I'm just going to say to you one thing here.
Okay.
So I went to Albania, got a SIM card from Vodafone from the airport. Does that mean my data's fucked now?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah. Go on, sorry for interrupting you. Go on.
It's okay. But anyway... Basically, what I'm trying to tell you about Voxy is dumb because you will go on the Voxy, I'll log into my account and say, I want to buy the international minutes or the data package. They say, yeah, that's fine. Let us just send you a one-time passcode to verify it. Well, Voxy, I do not have network to receive a one-time passcode, even if I connect to the Wi-Fi.
Should you not have sorted that out before you went?
Yes, but some people don't have the time and it's not unreasonable to sort data abroad, right? So Voxy's just dumb in that regard because you don't have any network, right?
They should have emailed it to you.
And we're both on Voxy, so we have no phone network. Yeah. So I feel trapped. Do you know what I mean? I can't just get an Uber and get the fuck out of there if I want to. That option doesn't exist.
And may I interject here once more?
You can interject.
Knowing the person that you are, right? The type of scary cat person that you are.
Sure.
I knew you were shitting it from the moment you got in the car. Already, it was building up in your mind. So it could have been perfectly fine. But because of the type of...
I'll hand it to you. It's one of those situations where it could all be very reasonable. Or it could all be extremely fucked. But you could be getting kidnapped to get shot in the desert next to a camel's head.
This is what I mean. So this is the mindset that you go in with. And I bet that's the mindset you saw the moment you saw the car.
To reiterate, I fully understand that I'm a bit of a safety expert like that.
Not safety expert.
You're
safety
a pussy.
Like, I was trying to avoid that.
All right, I'm a little pussy. Okay, but the feelings were matched. Okay. Like, because she'd been on that experience before and she said, this is not normal. Because let me tell you, we had a first pit stop.
Okay.
He said, go to the toilet. I didn't even need a piss. But at this point, I just did what he said, yeah. We left the building, right?
He told you to pee and you peed.
This shop in the middle of nowhere was the most dissy shop I've ever seen in my life. He said, all the tourists are stopping here. Bro, there was not a single tourist.
From what you're telling me, you actually got a sick experience. This sounds something I would right up to so far.
Amrit,
but carry on.
Listen.
There
was a queue for the toilet.
So
I queued to the toilet. There was one toilet, like, you know, the India style hole on the floor?
Yeah.
There was a piece of shit in there with piss all around.
Yeah.
I went in, the guy behind me was bumping into me constantly, and I was looking at him, and I was, what the fuck you doing?
Was it somebody like...
It was a little kid.
Right.
Pissing me. I felt like slapping him.
Standard,
but I couldn't.
So this is typically India, what happens in India.
But this wasn't an India situation, bro. It felt more this.
No. But like, if you go to a public toilet in India...
Just let me get my story out, man. I'm spending half an hour on this one story because you keep interrupting me. I piss on the shit in this little toilet in the hole.
Right.
I do that. I come out. There's a little sink, right? The little sink, there's a guy doing washing his head, washing his hands. He's like, yeah, use it.
Yeah, he probably wanted to go pray.
I'm trying to use it. Whatever. I end up just using it in between his spit. Right. I wash my hands. I get the fuck out of there. This is apparently where they get you the scarves and stuff. But I'm telling you, there was not a single tourist there. I'll rephrase. There was not a single white tourist there.
Oh, so what you need is white validation.
100%.
See, that's what I mean. You're a pussy, bro. This experience, this guy's taking you off the offbeat path, right? Yeah, to see
is the key term.
Yeah, and you would enjoy that.
I didn't want that, right?
So you want the trodden path. See, this is what I mean, bro. This what you're describing to me so far looks legit, man. I would be up for it whatsoever. And how are you so... Oh, my God, man. I'm actually fuming.
Right.
How is this a fucked experience?
Basically, at this point, I promise you, though, like, just put your feelings about me aside, right? We had a feeling of, okay, this just feels a bit sketch now, right? Again, it could be perfectly fine. But again, there was the possibility that it could be completely fucked.
Yeah.
Right? And we've got no phone network. We're completely at the mercy of whatever the fuck's going on. We go to point two. Point two is where they had all the dune buggies, right? But really, other tours, the more expensive ones, they don't just have a fucking field of dune buggies. Again, we went there was no tourists there. And at this point, there's very pervy vibes everywhere.
Right.
And like, put it this way, like, it looks like the only tourist there.
Right. You
do you understand what I'm saying?
The people.
Imagine there's 100 to 150 people there, Amrit.
So you fit in with the pervy people then?
I fitted in. To be fair, I look like a tourist wanker as well. Right. So we
have a camera around your neck?
Like a sore thumb. At this point, before we'd messaged, we said, "Yo, can we pay by card?" He replied saying, "Yeah, that's fine." Right. I went there. I said to the guy before we left to go to the sand dune bit because we was like, we don't want to do this buggying shit. The whole vibe was fucked. We just wanted to get to the actual place where you're meant to look at the sand, you're meant to look at the sunset and whatnot, and have your like belly dancing show and fucking meal and whatnot. It's all there apparently, right, with the camels and stuff. So we were like, no, we just want to get there. So this was our second stop off, and we're like, okay, what's going on? We don't get it. We don't want to do this. Then we fucked off. But before we fucked off, I was like, yo, I just want to pay now. Like, do we pay by card? He was like, you haven't got cash. Then he tried to swindle me. He was like, no, it's going to be 10% extra on card. And we were showing the messages. We're like, no, but you said we can pay by like card. It's fine. Then after haggling with him, he said, okay, we'll do 5%. Again, at this point, what other option do I have? I can't get an Uber. I haven't got Voxy. I can't say fuck off, get the fuck out of there. Right? Go into this room now. This room is half the size of this room. There's a sofa there. Blokes everywhere. I walk in with... It's sketch, bro.
So you walk in with a girl.
And she's covering herself. Because this isn't what we expected. And trust me when I say I feel how I feel, but she really felt how she felt as well. Yeah. And she, like, the looks you're getting, the vibe, the seediness, it's all fun. And it was lucky that I could speak Hindi, by the way. Right? Because otherwise it's difficult to communicate. If you're just speaking in English, it's whatever, did the card transaction, 5%, whatever.
Well, they're all Indian, by the way, these people that you were dealing with.
Indian, Pakistani.
Yeah. Okay.
So... Bro, I'm telling you, everyone there, even the tourists, like, I could say everyone was a fucking paid actor. It was fucked. Right? And we've not even got
tourists,
there yet.
By the way.
Tourists.
Yeah, go on.
Right? So then we get to the real destination. And it starts off with your car journey, with the bumpy ride and the dunes. That's standard, everyone does that. That's fine, it lasted about 2-3 minutes, whatever, it's cool. Then it comes to the actual, we walk into where everyone's going to be sitting and stuff. Like, if you Google any image of any desert safari experience, it will look legit. Yeah. I promise you that's not what we had.
Have you got photos to show me?
I might do somewhere. It's on my camera, so I'll have to unload them. But it's fucked. I didn't even record that part, I was that shook. Wait, that's when you know you're shook in it, but you're not even having fun, bro, at this point.
Can I ask you, did you have a camera around your neck?
I can confirm I did.
You fucking twat. Yeah. See, this is what I hate.
I told you I look like a tourist wanker. Ready to literally, they could have.
You are one of those typical twats that will go abroad wanting a fucking local experience and getting a local experience, but you want a camera around the neck, but then you also want white tourists around you.
I don't want a local experience. I just want to chill at the marina with the skyline views and have a nice meal.
Bruv, people like you shouldn't be allowed to travel. You should, we should confiscate your passports.
See, that experience would be very fun if I would say even with one more group of couple. Or a group of friends.
A group of boys. We've come.
Group of boys, or even if you and your missus were with us.
Yeah.
I'd feel a little more at ease. But because it was just us two...
Because I'd be there to protect. I'd be there to do the job.
Listen, just for the sake of just trying to get through the story, I'll accept your bullshit. Yeah, that's fine.
I've had to protect you abroad before. It's not the first one.
You have one. I'll give it to you. That one time you did. You know what? And I will hold respect for you for that. You came to you ran to came to my saviour. I handled the situation alone.
No. I rescued you The
You came running,
relief on
which
your
I
face
respect.
when you saw me across the road.
I gave you a hug, bro. That's fine. But what I'm trying to say now, right? This situation was fucked. Where was I? We saw the little. By the way, the camels. We didn't ride the camels.
Yeah.
Because it's unethical as fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bajaria, they're like with their mouths covered and stuff. They offered the ride, but we don't want to do that. Yeah. So then we go into the inside bit, bro. Again, like with the demographics that's there, the pervy / vibes. Like, bro, honestly, yeah. Forget her. I was worried about me.
No, but you fit in. Were you staring at her as well? Like,
bro, it's fucked.
bro, what the
And do you know
fuck?
what we did? She faked getting ill.
Yeah.
And I had to go up to my man and I said, yo, can we just get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
And at that point, if he'd have said no, what was I going to do?
You would have said, "Man, please. Just what do you want to do, just do to me."
You can't walk away. You haven't got no transport. There's no taxis waiting.
Oh my days.
Right.
You're a twat, bro.
Bro, the experience, we cut. And we went back. We were back for 7 p.m.
I, for fact, know that this experience was not as bad as you made it out to be.
No, look.
From what you're describing
It
to
was
me,
bad, bro. It was bad.
You
put it this way, bro. It was £45, and all my other friends paid £90 for the experience.
So this is
like,
what,
just
what
imagine
you've
how
done.
fucked it would have been.
No. What you've done is bought an unofficial. Somebody was just fucking doing nothing at home.
How are they the first link on Google?
Just happens, bro. It just
It doesn't just happen.
You know, first link on Google, you just pay extra bit of money, you know, SEO, you get yourself on top of the fucking Google thing, right? This is just some desi banda who probably is a student or whatever.
He wasn't a student. They were older.
Right, okay, but
They were
unemployed.
They were our age and older,
I don't know, making money in cash in hand.
Yeah.
Right? So in Albania, we went for a boat trip, right? And they are the desiest people there, right? Nothing's legit. It's not like an organized trip. It's just like, oh, you want to go on a boat trip? Go, come, sit front. You know, 25 euros. And they fucking didn't even have life jackets. I said, look, bro, can you give me a life jacket? So the boat was full. We were in a small little boat, right? That's probably catered for about 4 people. There was about 20 of us on that boat, right? Fucking migrant crossing this was. And we were like, we weren't even in the boat. We were at the front, you know, the whole bit at the front. There's me and this other couple from the UK as well, right? Yeah. And we said, yo, listen, we're out here on the front. This is fucked because the boat goes really fast.
Yeah.
Can you at least give us a life jacket? He said, brother, don't worry. Like, yes, life jacket. Yes. Brother, don't worry. Them mans then drove to some shipyard, like on the side where there was like a lot of old boats harbored and stuff. They were fucking going on those boats, checking for petrol cans, right? See if there was petrol and checking, see if there was lifeboat jackets on the boat, those boats. They figured out 1 or 2, they just took them and they're like, hey, wear this. So one of those experiences where it's just cash in hand, sort of like not organized, not done by an organization. They're obviously just going to like take you the most desi way there is. So I've had a similar experience in Albania actually, but yours was on dune, mine was on fucking water.
But with yours, you had a phone signal where you could walk away from
and
the
we
situation.
had other people that weren't giving vibes, to be honest.
Yes.
But
yeah. So now you understand what I'm saying.
No,
that
but
was just
I do think you are exaggerating the fearness and the seediness of it because of the way you are.
Look, bro, I'll be real. Yeah. We did plenty of other experiences where it was just us and whatnot.
But when you said safari, I was expecting you to see go animals and stuff. I didn't realise safari in Dubai.
No, that's a safari in Africa.
Yeah, no, I know, but
It's a desert safari.
Yeah.
But yo, we had now onto a good experience we had. I had plenty of meals there, you know. Expensive, by the way, £50 a head, £60 a head, £100 a head meals,
Fuck.
right? With stunning views and whatnot. But should I tell you the best meals I had?
okay. Can I ask you one thing?
You cut off everything, man. You cut everything off.
No,
man.
you were gonna
Why
say-
did you not let me finish the sentence?
Okay, I was going to come up with a question for you. What is the average cost of a meal? That's what I was going to ask you.
I don't know. I didn't work it out.
Fucking hell, gone.
This isn't Dubai.com. Travel to Dubai.com.
No,
I'm just giving you my. Can I give you my experience?
You're gone.
Fuck.
Just cut that bit out.
I'm not cutting this out. Everyone's gonna see what's going on. I'm not cutting it out. I'm sick of cutting stuff out. No, we're not cutting this out. Right. Let me continue my good experience. I told you I've had all these expensive meals with these views. But should I tell you? Can I tell you? I'm not gonna say shut. Can I tell? Just let me talk. I'm gonna tell you
may.
the best meals I had. Number 1 was the langar at the Kotora.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that to be, you know,
Brownie points.
to be a pick-me, to be moist, nothing, none of that. Bro, it was like a roti paronta hybrid, like a methi roti, with brown dal, right? And a nice jar sweeter than this. The jar was just pure sugar, but it banged, right? And me and Amo went in and snuck that in before the groom was coming to the Gurdwara. We just snuck in because it was taking ages. We snuck in, had a little pre-langar before we had the main langar after the Anand Karaj. And bro, honestly, I'm not even exaggerating, it just tasted beautiful. Maybe because I missed Indian food and whatnot.
Yeah.
Number 2, the best meal I had was McDonald's, right? And that was a $5, a veggie deluxe, fries, and they had this nice sauce. It was called the Big Something Sauce. I can't remember. I'll put a picture on. And everyone that went there, all the other lads as well, they said it was the best McDonald's they'd had.
Interesting.
So if you go, the McDonald's is the one to have, and it's a $5.
Right, okay.
And then last but not least, one of the meals, 2 meals that they served at the events. One was like, at one they served pav bhaji, dosa, and South Indian food, bang, different. But that was just some
So if you were to go to a normal restaurant, not like one of your £100 per head, like what was the average cost of a meal there, you reckon?
Depends where you go. Like, there's different areas. So if you go like by the marina or on the Palm by West Beach, it's quite expensive. You could be looking at £40-50 a head.
Jeez.
But if you go to like maybe Dubai Mall, which is more towards the Burj, it's about half an hour drive away. That is like, there's a lot more cheaper restaurants there, more sort of fast food restaurants.
You know how expensive Dubai is?
It's very expensive. Well, Sean told me a pint costs £13, which is double a London price.
Yeah. Like London price for a pint is fucking astronomical.
Well, there you go.
But what I don't get is like, if it's so expensive, right? Yeah, obviously, I think most of the population is obviously foreigners who are working there, right? So like labourers, basically, right? So how are they able to afford?
You don't see the labourers.
Really? Or is it the case that you just don't recognise them?
No, you do recognise them. Last time I went, we bumped into a few. That was by the mall side. But this is what I mean.
See, what do you see then? Like in terms of local population, what do you see?
Tourists.
Tourists, that's it. Not even like Arabs or...
Not even Arabs, to be fair. At the malls and stuff, you see more Arabs.
Right.
But at where we were, it was more like the Palm and West Beach and the Marina. It's just tourists.
So it's like a city just for tourists, isn't it?
It is. It's like the Vegas of the East. But
I don't know if I will ever go Dubai, but it's interesting, I guess. Oh, I'll be going to the airport, I guess, but then like that's it.
Yeah, the airport's nice as well. You can get some chow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I might just do that, actually.
Yeah. Yo, there was a question that came up in the friends group, and it was an interesting question, and I want you to just be full on honest here. Don't forget who's watching and everything. Be honest now, yeah? When you go to the toilet and you do a number 1, not a number 2, after you've done a number 1, be honest now. Do you wash your hands with soap?
Not most of the time, no.
Nor do I. Put it there, man. Respect. So basically, a few of the lads, so I'm not going to name them here. Shall I?
Yeah.
I might. So me, you agreed. It was a lot of the Bromley lads. So Hardo doesn't either. Jeevan doesn't either.
Yeah, not for...
But the Wolves lads did. Weirdly, Jagga, Amo, Suki.
Amo fucking washes... I wouldn't expect him to wash hands, let alone be soap.
I thought he wouldn't after a number 2, let alone number 1.
Nah, like when you mean like even at home or public toilet, mostly when I've done a number 1, I just wash my hands with pani and that's
100%. It. Straight up, man, that's the protocol.
Jeez.
Who's going to do a number 1? You know, half the population in the UK, they don't even wash their hands after doing
after, you know the amount of people I've seen walk out of 100%. Toilets, public toilets, is not wash
and I'm not
hands.
using that to justify this. Like I've got a moral high ground because I rinse my hands with water.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, like, in Dubai, this was a whole conversation. People couldn't believe it. Especially the girls. The girls thought it was disgusting.
You know, okay.
For girls, it's different.
Yeah, it's girls.
Because there's contact.
Yeah, there's contact. And
we don't have contact. We just shake.
Yeah. Although there is... I don't know if I should say this on camera.
Well,
but
I shake, you wiggle.
Right, okay. Okay, can you take this bit out of the... Because this is just to add to conversation.
We're not cutting nothing out.
Fuck off, then I'm not saying
We're not cutting nothing
Fuck
out.
off.
It's all cards on the table. Look at the topic of conversation. Why are you going to squirm around this? But I'm glad you're honest.
Okay.
I'm glad
No, that's fine. But, you know, apparently there is a view amongst women. I can name one woman for, like, you know, for the sake of it.
Go on.
Who say that it's disgusting that men don't wipe after they pee. Like, wipe what?
Yeah, it's true.
Innit? Like, wipe what though?
Just a couple of drops.
Innit? Like, So,
Couple of drops.
my wife,
Never
when she
killed
found
no
out
one.
that men don't wipe their penis after peeing, like, she was disgusted. But I was like,
A
what do
couple
you
of
mean?
drops never killed anyone.
No, but like, when you deep it, obviously, washing your hands is one conversation, but
Yeah.
you don't wipe in it after a pee.
Bro, if I wiped... there's a few things I want to say now, but I'm not going to say them. But you know what I'm getting at.
Table on the cards on the table. Right?
Cards on the table.
Table on the cards.
Listen, I think we've
that is a genuine question. Should men wipe after peeing or not? That's like what we should put out to the public.
Basically, I know the answer. The answer to that is no. And the answer to the question is, do you wash your hands with soap after peeing as a man? That's what we need to understand from the UK.
Yeah.
Does that happen? You know what, we'll put this out as a clip and we'll put it out a poll and let's see the results. But I'll be very surprised if it's above 50%.
Should men wipe? And then should also you...
Should men soap?
Nah, but... Okay, this fucking microphone looks a bit different now, man.
Okay, next topic. Yeah, you ready?
Go on.
I don't think you're ready.
Go on.
Trump won.
Oh, God. Here you go. You fucking Trump bashing twat, man. You're happy and laughing about getting
Can
into
you
the White
actually...
House.
Well, he's not...
Oh, really?
Has that been... is that a fact, is it?
I think it's been proven in the civil court.
Has it? Show me. I don't know.
I fuck knows. Like, he's got so many cases against him. Fuck knows.
Well, none of the charges will stand anymore.
Right.
But basically, can you put your feelings aside of like, you think I'm this big Trump supporter and this, that and the other? And should we just actually talk about what went down? I've actually been following a lot of American media, American articles, and I feel like I've understood the situation. But I'll present it to you and I'm pretty sure you'll have a different view.
Go on.
I think Kamala just had a really bad campaign.
Yeah. And I also think Kamala was the wrong person to be leading the Democrat vote.
She wasn't elected, right?
No,
They should have elected someone.
They should have not only that, but American people generally are not ready or for like a woman to run the White House.
Do you think?
Oh, 100%. Especially a black woman at that too. Bro, those American
Do you think
people,
it's too many boxes being ticked?
I think it's not only just too many boxes being ticked, but I think the American public in general are just not ready for that sort of stuff. Those are like, they want a masculine sort of figure, and that's why Trump is so fucking popular, because he's seen as this masculine, strong person.
Nah, do you know what it was, bro?
Chest thumping person, and they see like some sense of pride in him, right? Yeah. So that's the general understanding in Americans there at the moment.
There were two problems in America that needed genuinely everyone. There were polls taken. There was a poll. I've got a website article here. 28% of Americans felt that the economy was a problem. The economy was a problem, and it was. You know what? It was lucky for Trump that people remembered when he was in charge and how the economy was. Obviously, he had the Obama years as well, and he carried riding that wave. And the economy was good under Trump, and then COVID hit.
Yeah,
and there was basically
but then, the economy, you have to understand, came from Obama. Like as you said, he was riding that Obama wave, right? Yeah,
but he did improve it as well. He did improve it as well during his reign, and he is if there's anything, he's an entertainer, but he's a businessman.
I don't buy he's a businessman. He's failed in every business he's done.
Yeah, he went bankrupt, but then he's bankrupted millions to become a billionaire.
No. I don't buy the whole he's a businessman argument at all. Because
I think if you look at towers, your name in America, I think you did.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. So what he is a con man. Right, he's conned the American public.
Let's keep feelings light.
No, it's not about feelings. It's about you saying he's a businessman when really
he's a businessman.
Bro, you would not trust him with your business. You would not trust Trump with your business. If you think he's a businessman, then it kind of makes me worried for your family.
Okay, fine, all right. You know what? I'm not even going to argue it. But look, the economy was a problem. So he addressed the economy. The other problem was immigration.
Right.
It's a huge problem. No. It was a problem to the extent that loads of criminals came in. And there's states in America.
A lot of criminals came in. You were there on the borders, yeah? So
Amrit, come on, man. Amrit, bro, just please, this is stuff I'm saying. This is proven things that people...
It's not a proven fucking thing.
Oh my God, Amrit, stop.
Are you going to say...
I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to argue with you.
Coming in. You're picking right
We can discuss immigration.
Was your source Trump?
Amrit, no, it wasn't Trump. It wasn't Trump.
Criminals coming in, bro.
Shall I Google it? Because there's literally a whole state.
You are such a fucking twat for saying immigrants are a problem because there's criminals coming in.
I didn't label all immigrants.
Fuck off, man.
I agree in the immigrant that comes and works hard.
Right.
I'm saying, but there actually has been a spike in immigrant cellmates. Like, that's a fact. How are you going to deny a fact?
What do you mean cellmates?
As in people that have been imprisoned.
Right.
Right. And gangs and cartels have literally come in.
Right.
Through the border.
Okay.
Right. And I'm saying that the first thing he said is the problem with what Trump is going to do now, and this is a problem, he's going to send all immigrants back come January. Now, that's a problem because real hard-working immigrants that come over for a better life, it's hard to whittle them out from the people that are causing trouble, right? And this isn't a situation like the UK, Amrit, where there's like 1 or 2 cases and I'm riding this rhetoric of, oh, these immigrants are causing problems. It's not that. There is literally real hard evidence. You take your time, get the articles.
Like the Puerto Ricans eating dogs and stuff, right? Animals,
Oh
you mean?
my
Is that the
gosh.
sort of stuff you're getting at?
Amrit, see, you know what the problem is? You just don't...
Bro,
you just like can't take another perspective.
No. You can't take another perspective.
Go on, what's your perspective?
My perspective is that your perspective is wrong. In the sense
Explain.
that... Explain, like, because it's very easy to blame immigrants.
By the way,
okay?
I'll try and find hard facts for you.
Okay, that's
in the
fine.
meantime.
Okay, that's fine, yeah. What have we seen since the last 10, 15 years? This immigration word coming up and again and again and again, being the major issue of every election that we seem to have in the US.
Can
in
I just
the
say
UK.
to you that Kamala Harris herself said that there's an immigration problem and that they
Right.
were going to deal with it because there was actually
But then
there was a
Labour
law
said
that
that's
they allowed
Yeah, no, it's not. It's look, bro. I work in immigration, right? Yeah, and here's the
in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, right? Okay, yeah. Even the Labour government was saying we need to
We're
handle
not talking
immigration.
about that. We're talking about the US.
But the politics, the word immigration and migrant is so fucking dirtied now, right? That every politician, no matter what party you're from, feels like this is the number one issue that we have to address and we have to appease people from. And people like you saying that there are too many criminals that have come in.
It's not me.
No,
A
right.
BBC News article here saying the US migrant crisis shifts from Texas to California border.
Right.
Not me saying this, by the way.
Okay.
These are my views.
Yeah.
These are articles that you normally read and spew off.
Okay.
Right? I can give you some more facts. A Wall Street Journal poll released in March ranked immigration among the 2 top issues for registered voters in 7 battleground states. Again, which is what I was saying, the economy and immigration. There was a general, whatever your feelings, whatever my feelings are towards the issues, the American public as a whole, the whole nation, this is what the nation felt. The economy is in danger. You don't need to be smart to understand that you can't put food on the table. And the other one was that immigration in America for Americans felt like a problem.
Okay.
They're just the facts.
Okay.
And in the 7 battleground states, the battleground states is what was going to shift the election, right? Kamala didn't win a single one.
Yeah.
She didn't win a single state. Why did Trump resonate with the people more? I'll tell you why, because Kamala Harris literally did an interview with, I think it was Wise, and she was asked the question, what would you have done different than Biden? She said, actually, I wouldn't have done nothing different. I would have done nothing different. I think I worked quite closely with him. Trump saw that clip, ran it over and over as an ad. It was just bad. Because she should have distanced herself from Biden, right? She should have focused on the 2 core issues. Whenever she was asked about the immigration issue, she fleeted around it. Only once she admitted it was a problem.
But no, 1 second.
The economy, she was gaslighting people. She was saying, oh, the economy is not bad. If you look at the stock market's great. But these people don't give a fuck about stock markets. We don't care. We haven't got stocks.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you one thing. So, from the perspective of what you're saying, Trump has come up with this answer. Trump hasn't come up with
I didn't say that.
No.
I didn't say that.
You're saying that.
I was focusing on Kamala.
Okay,
You're
okay.
going to use Trump now.
Okay. Listen to me, right? Okay, yeah. So, immigration being number 1 issue, okay, yeah, in America, right? And what was Trump's response to it? Saying,
No, see, Amrit, I'm not saying Trump did a better job. I'm not saying that. Trump was there for the Trump's an idiot. Trump was there for the taking. We should be talking about why Kamala didn't win.
Kamala didn't win. One, as I said, one of the main reasons Kamala didn't win is one, because the American public generally...
That's not the only factor, man.
No, it's the biggest factor. I'll tell you that now. Okay? Because, look, 1 second. Give me 1 second here, right? Okay, yeah? You had Biden, who was establishment as fucking establishment gets, because that guy's been in politics since his 30s. He was a senator, he was a governor, whatever. He basically did every fucking role in the cog to become president, okay, yeah? They saw him as a safer bet. Why? Because he was a white American male who was old, okay, yeah? He fit the fucking criteria that these Americans want in their president. They put him up against Trump and he fucking blew Trump apart, right? Right? The moment you have another, and then before that, look, Hillary Clinton, again, Hillary Clinton, whether you think of her as a good person or not, is not really relevant, okay, yeah? And obviously all the Democrats were behind her, but generally, again, she came up against Trump, who is this macho, fucking masculine, all strong man, and he blew her apart, right? The same thing happened with Kamala, right? So Kamala, that is the number one reason is the American public generally are geared towards male sort of strongmen sort of leaders, okay? Yeah, generally, mostly anyway.
We can't take that as a fact because we haven't got... That's just your opinion, right?
No, it's not an opinion. I think it's a fucking fact.
How is it a fact?
It is, because generally speaking, right, if you look at all these swing states, right, where the vote actually matters, where a few people decide who becomes president, because there are certain states that will always vote Democrat, there are certain states that will always vote fucking Republican, right? Okay, yeah?
Correct.
So where the election is won or lost, there's in a certain number of small seats which kind of swings each time depending on whoever the person standing for the both parties are. In those cases, okay, yeah, those parties, when obviously Biden was up, Biden won a lot of those seats, okay, yeah, in that time. The swing states, as you would say. Clinton failed. The second thing, okay, yeah. So that's number one. For me, that's number one factor, is the American public generally are sort of like, I
think they're smarter than you make them out to be.
I don't think they are.
You really dumb them down.
I think they are fucking thick.
See, I think
they
you really
are thick. I think most of the Americans are thick.
They're thick when they vote for Trump, but they're not thick when they vote for Biden.
No. I'm telling you, they're fucking thick. Okay, I don't think they're smarter than they appear.
You've never been to America. You're not spoken to more than two Americans.
You've never been to. You've been to fucking New York. Just so you think you've been to America. Or
been to New York. Okay, so I've been to America.
Right. Okay. Number two, Biden should have stepped aside. Biden was the biggest fucking problem in this whole thing. He should have stepped aside long before he did.
Agreed.
Because that senile old stupid fucking
that killed them as well.
Was fucking bumping around wall to wall. Yeah. He fucking basically gave Kamala a death sentence by just giving her like 6 to 12 weeks or whatever of campaigning. But
Trump was still there for the taking.
No. Trump was there for the taking, right? Okay, yeah. And
you know what? Their campaign,
the problem itself is Kamala. She's too fucking vanilla, man.
Yeah.
That's number three. So the number three biggest problems, and that's why I feel angry.
I agree with 2 and 3. I don't agree with your 1.
No, okay. I feel angry at the Democrats the most because they are the ones who put Trump on the fucking seat again. I don't think it's so much a Trump victory than a fucking Democrats loss. It's like, you basically have the most incompetent...
But it was a big victory.
It was a huge victory. This was the first time he won the fucking popular vote as well, which is like shocking. Shocking. After what he did in 2020, the insurrection, the whole fucking 6th of Jan.
Yeah, 6th of Jan.
Right? He was basically saying not letting go of power. They've brought a man back in.
He's not going to let go now.
It's incredible.
There's going to be a third term.
It's actually fucking incredible.
There's going to be a third term.
This is the closest they've got to a dictator, and they fucking bring him back in. So you're telling me that Americans aren't fucking thick?
Listen.
Bruv. Those fucking gun-potting twats.
Everyone's thick. We voted for a referendum.
We didn't vote for a referendum. Oh, well, we voted for the party that was going to give a referendum.
We voted for Brexit.
Yeah. Half of those people should fucking
costing 110 billion or whatever it is.
But yeah, don't fucking... That makes my blood boil, man. You know what? This year, I genuinely thought I'm not going to get involved and I'm not going to get myself wound up in this because I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit, man.
Okay, one more thing to get you sick and tired and wound up then.
Yeah.
Because we had a conversation about this off air. And I think there's a conversation to be had. And I genuinely think there will be people that agree with your opinion. And I genuinely think there will be people that agree with my opinion. But let's get it out there, man. You know what? The budget came out in the UK and there's VAT on private schools. If you're sending a child to private school, there is now a VAT on that fee.
On top of what you astronomical sums that you have to pay anyway.
And you, in this off-air conversation I had, were like, I don't give a shit. Yeah. Essentially.
No, I think VAT should definitely be on private schools. Why not? Why should they be exempt?
Because the people that are paying are individuals and not businesses, so they won't recoup any of it.
Okay. So why not send your kid to a state school then? What makes your kid so special that he needs to be educated or she needs to be educated?
What's wrong with wanting a better future for your child?
There's nothing wrong with wanting a better future for your child. I would, in the current state as it is, right, if I had the money, I would send my kid to a private school because that's where the best education is there. But if I can't afford to send my kid to a private school, I'm not going to fucking cry a river about it, bro.
But I think the difference now is that extra £2,000 VAT will mean that a lot of people can't.
Sure. But I think, you're right in the anger. So saying, look, I worked so hard. I'm not extremely rich, but I'm rich enough, comfortable enough to send my kid to school privately, and I want the best for my child. And you can't fault any parent for doing that. But for you to then say, well, actually, the government has fucked this up for me, I think your anger is misdirected. Why not direct your anger at the school, who is charging them in the first place astronomical fucking sums to even get your kid into the school? Why don't you go on their case and say, well, look, you need to lower your fees so now that we can incorporate the VAT? That's what schools are going to have to do generally. And the schools are obviously wound up already because obviously they're going to get less sign-ups essentially. They're going to get, it's like they're losing customers because of that, right? So
the government's going to get their money, the schools are going to get their money. As always, the person that's going to pay is the consumer.
No, but
so I think it's a fairy tale to wish that, direct anger at schools. Schools are like, if you don't want to send them here, send them here. They'll have that.
Exactly.
So
and then
they'll have that upgrade that you have right now.
But why are you angry with the government over this? Why should why should your kid go to school at the taxpayer's expense?
What do you mean?
At the taxpayer's offence. Why should the taxpayer, as general public, why should we send your kid to school, right? At our expense.
What's this point? I don't understand this point.
What do you mean? Like, so if somebody wants to send their kid to private school at the moment, right, they pay no VAT on top, but you want to buy anything, you pay VAT on everything, right? Generally speaking, we pay VAT on everything, right? As consumers, right? So why do you think it's different for you to send your kid to private school? Like, why? If you're so upped about having to pay £2,000 extra and you can't afford it, then I'm sorry to say, then really you're misdirecting your anger by saying it's the government's fault when really it's not. It's the business that you're buying the service from. Go at their throats and tell them, look, why are you charging so much fees that we can no longer afford it? If you want to get rid of the fucking inequality, right, in this country, you start with fucking abolishing private schools. That's my general view anyway, right?
I think that's ridiculous.
I don't think it is.
I think that's ridiculous.
What is the biggest thing that we should give our kids? Whether it's your kid, my kid, somebody else's kid, a millionaire's kid, or somebody whose kid's off an estate, an equal opportunity. And private schools rob people of equal opportunities. That's my view. That's where the fucking society has been, sort of been running all these for 200, 300, 400, 500 years. It's this lack of opportunity, equal opportunity. And the first thing, if you want to get fucking equal opportunity, you start with abolishing private schools and making sure that every single person that grows up in this country grows up with the same level of education, whether that is good, whether that is bad. Nobody should have one standard better than the other. Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to education.
So education has typically been exempt of VAT alongside other things like charities, insurance, finance, credit services. There's loads of others like membership organisations, blah, 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 blah. And now it's been brought in because they want more money to... for
what it is, what it is, bro. Why people are up in arms? The Labour
government. Have you thought about? Go on.
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, what is this like? The Conservative government, by the way. This is I can't say it's an established fact, but it's a known principle that they govern for the rich. When the Tory party comes in, the policies that they bring in, they govern and cater for the rich at the top. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, you agree with that, right?
Agreed, yeah.
Generally, historically, Labour has been viewed as the party of the working class and the middle class. Right, okay, yeah?
Of course.
Right. For the past 10 years, 15 years or 13 years, we've had a Tory government that had been cutting taxes and making it life easy for rich people, generally speaking, right? Okay,
generally speaking. Okay. And now you want to tax the rich.
No.
And now you want to tax the rich, right?
1 second, bro.
Now you want to tax the rich.
Yeah.
My point is,
how do you raise?
Do you know what my view of taxing the rich is? Tax Apple, tax Starbucks.
Right.
Not an immigrant who's come over to the UK with £30. This is a real life case scenario I'm giving you. Immigrant that's come over to the UK with £30 in his pocket, worked his ass off in the UK, and sent his children to private schools.
Yeah, no, again, look, bro. If that person can afford to send their child off to private school,
but why should that person? But that person wouldn't have been able to do that if VAT was also.
Bro, but I've just said to you, I agree with the VAT in the schools, because why should you have an exemption, especially for your children, right, on a service that you would otherwise normally pay VAT on for? If you look at the state,
so you have no sympathy for the person that wants.
Unfortunately, I don't know. If you want to word it that way, then
okay. Well, then let me throw you this scenario. Then what about those children that can no longer go to private schools because of this VAT, and then they have to go to a state school? Is that not putting a further strain on state schools?
No, it's not even the case. You can't say, well, we have to send more kids to state schools, putting a strain on it.
Why not? Because is there not already a lack of preschool meals? Is there already not a strain on resources there?
You're pulling at the heartstrings for saying, look, that kid can't.
You're not pulling on the heartstrings.
No. You're saying to me, oh, look, that's really bad. That kid can't go to private school. For me, that's not really the end of all thing. You send your kid to. There are generally, mostly, free education is good if you send your kids to grammar schools.
You want to tax the rich, but you don't care if it hits the working class person also.
How does it? A working class person can't afford to send their kid to a fucking private school, mate.
Middle class then.
if you're in the upper middle class, then yeah. Middle class. Like, I wouldn't say I'm working.
So this is what I mean. Then, so you
but
don't care if it affects people around us. You don't care.
You're telling me.
For me, it should be tax the rich. It should be Apple, Starbucks.
See, it's not as simple as that.
There's so much more money there.
No, there is so much money there, and I'm look. Those fucking companies exploit loopholes that are in the system, and they need to be gapped. Obviously, 100%. But that doesn't mean you also don't charge anybody else, right? That can afford to pay that fee. Generally speaking, bro, I don't want to. I know that the last time we spoke about it, we got into a bit of a heated argument. I don't want to get into that thing again. But generally speaking, you're not really pulling at heartstrings here, like, you know, by saying
I'm not trying to.
No.
I'm just saying they're real scenarios that I know of, and they impact families that we know.
Yeah, it impacts the families that we know, and I feel bad for them.
So that's a real example. No. So you know, the budget's come out. It's something that we talk about because it's impacting people.
Yeah,
we know.
it is. But then I think it's not. If you had a kid now, if you had a kid now, would you be able to afford to send that kid to private school if it wasn't for the VAT?
100 hand on heart, the VAT would make a big difference, and pulling out an extra £2,000 would make a huge difference.
But you'd be all right with paying like the other 30,000 or 20,000.
Why not? Because what do we earn for?
So why are you crying about the 2,000?
Because it's extra money. An extra £2,000 is not easy to pull out of your ass.
No. But if you
still need to earn that.
When you're looking in the grand scheme of things,
just because it's it's your kid, it doesn't matter. If you're paying 10,000, why don't you just pay 30,000?
No. It's not 10,000 to 30,000. By the way, VAT is at 20%.
Yeah,
10,000, you'll be paying 12,000.
Yeah, across the how many years and across that's per term, by the way.
Per term.
You do realize,
but then
you do realize one term costs like £3,000.
Bro, this is the perspective that you're arguing from. Okay, yeah, you want to send your kid to school, private school. The government is charging you £2,000 for it. The fucking school
Extra.
is no. The school is charging you £10,000.
Yeah,
right, and you're fuming at the fucking government, bruv.
So.
This is what I mean. So why can't the school make their fee 8,000, right? So you can fucking still come within budget.
Both the government.
Listen. No.
Both the government and the school is not in our control.
No, exactly.
It's not in our control.
So why is your fucking anger directed at the government?
Because the government
you for a service that you would otherwise.
Because we know the school won't give a fuck.
Exactly.
So
why should the government give a fuck?
The government knows that too.
Why?
The government knows that too.
Bro, you should be going to the fucking school with banners and stuff saying like, this is wrong, right? Firstly, I disagree with the whole concept of private schools. As I said, that's the viewpoint I'm coming from. But saying that, had I got millions now, I would want my kids at private school because that's what the current state is.
So you've got a biased view.
No, it's not biased view.
Well, you just admitted you have a biased view.
What do you mean?
You just said if you had the money, you'd do it.
No, I would do it, but I wouldn't.
That's a biased view.
No, but I wouldn't be fucking fuming at the government just because now I have to pay an extra £2,000.
You would, Amrit. I promise you would.
Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, but I don't buy it.
So you would?
No.
They earn their money with hard work.
Yeah.
It's not just easy to, turn the tap on. Okay, I'll just make that extra 10 grand.
I think if you can afford to pay the fees, you can.
It is an extra 10 grand, by the way. You understand that, right?
No, I get it. Right.
It's an extra 10k.
Yeah.
And if someone told you, if you can set aside, you work really hard to set aside 30k for this is lifetime earnings, by the way. This isn't something you earn in a year or two.
Yeah.
That's lifetime earnings. And then you've got to add 10k to that. This is what I mean. I don't think you fully understood or grasped it.
I think you haven't, bro.
All right.
That's my...
Well, that's fine. Well, let's agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I think it does affect families and people around us.
And I'm sorry for those families. I am.
I don't think you are. That's the first you said that. No, if you'd have started with that, we wouldn't have had this conversation.
No. I started with that.
You said to me, I have no fucking sympathy for them.
No.
That was your exact words.
Okay. I never said the word fucking this time.
Okay. But that's what you said.
Yeah, but then generally, okay, I feel bad for those families, but I think if you...
I don't think you do. I think you're just saying that now. I don't think you do.
Okay.
Last topic, Diljit movement RE dry states. Did you see all that stuff? So he performed...
Oh, yeah. He said...
Performed a couple of nights ago.
Was it in Hyderabad?
Hyderabad, Telangana government or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's in Hyderabad is in...
That's it, yeah. So they basically... they gave him a sign. I was hoping you'd be up to speed with all this, man.
I am, of course I am.
Well then, give your views.
Yeah, as in like he replaced certain words of like, that make reference to drinking and stuff with in his song where it says, anytime he mentioned sharab in his songs, basically alcohol, he replaced it with Coke.
Yeah.
The word Coke as in Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a bullshit thing. Like he even at the start said like, foreign artists come to India and they sing whatever they want, and nobody has a problem with it. But our own people here, you know, artists and stuff are censored, right? In that sense, and it's what it is censorship.
It must be a piss take. To be fair, you know, okay, his biggest song probably is Patiala Peg or whatever. But that's not his only song. He was right in saying that.
And not only that, but the whole sense of that song, Patiala Peg, is what makes the song is the Patiala Peg in it, right? He's replaced it with Patiala Coke or whatever it is, or instead of saying, there are certain words you have to remove, and it just sounded weird, man. It just sounded weird. But I do feel bad for him on that sense. But it's just censorship, man. In India, it's just
double standards.
Double standards, censorship for no fucking apparent reason. Like, it's not like people who don't drink are suddenly going to start drinking a Patiala Peg.
Exactly.
Right? Or people that do drink a Patiala Peg, it's not like they're going
to be fair, it did influence culture a bit. Like, people would pour a peg and put that song on top.
Yeah, but then they were already drinking. It's not like, true, you're not going to go out on Instagram now because you're not a drinker.
I think it did have a 1 to 2% change in mentality a little bit. A little bit. You have to admit that.
So you as a person, right?
I love how we're going to argue about this now, but go on.
No, you as a person, right, you obviously don't drink, but had you heard that song, do you reckon you would have been more inclined to drink?
I think it'd gas me up. It'd be like, let's pour up a Patiala Peg. You know what, if Diljit gets it, I'm fucking with it.
Okay.
And then if my family's saying, why are you drinking? I'd be like, Diljit just released a banger, what you on about?
Yeah, okay. Well, I wouldn't be swayed by it. I guess, you know, we can't judge everybody our own standards in that sense.
There you go.
So it could influence, but really, come on, man.
It's not, let's be honest.
Yeah. It's the whole thing with, like, you know, should you have fighting and stuff in films?
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to censor this type of shit, why do you allow violence in films and stuff? South Indian films, violence on there is fucking next level, man. Cars flying around, people fucking flying from here to the next fucking planet. Madness.
Crazy. That's all I had, man.
Yo, talking to South Indian films, I saw a couple of bangers, man, recently. You want to... Shall I mention them?
I don't know, it's 6:25. I need to get out of here at 5:15.
Fuck off.
I'm down. Quickly, go on. I'm down.
You had time to chat about fucking millionaires not being able to send their school kids
It's not millionaires. See, it just comes out.
Okay.
Your real view just came out.
Fuck off.
It's not millionaires.
It's
not millionaires.
Okay, buddy.
It's not millionaires.
Okay. But as I was saying, couple of bangers. One is called, I'm going to mispronounce it as fuck, but Meazan.
Right.
It's a film about a guy who meets a person who, this person knew that the guy, like, he has no clue who he is, right? That he's met. And he's trying to find out, like, yo, who is this guy? But this guy shows so much love and affection towards him. And it seems like he's his long lost brother, right? And it just fucking carries on. It's sick. It's a beautiful film.
Send me that.
Right? And the other film...
How do I watch this?
Netflix.
All right.
Right, okay, yeah. And the other film called Kasargod, right? So there was a town or city called Kasargod in South India. You know the whole... Have you seen those YouTube, like, Instagram reels where people are fucking, like, getting caught at, like, airports with smuggling gold and stuff?
No.
Through the neck shit.
I'm not on that side, bro.
You don't get the algorithm on your... Bro, I'm going to start sending you that shit,
Don't
so...
Don't send me that.
The algorithm catches you.
I don't want it.
But yeah, so, like, you know, Kannur Airport, basically, it is rife with like gold smuggling. So people smuggle gold in from the Gulf. By smuggling, obviously you can transport gold, but there's huge taxes to be paid. So people smuggle it in to sell and stuff, right, on the cheap, for like a cheaper transaction. So this film is about this one guy who smuggles gold in, gets into an accident, the bag of gold gets lost, right? And then they're just chasing who the fuck is taking the gold and, like, where the gold is. And the robbers are trying to sell the gold at the same time. It's fucking fucked. Next level film. It's called
Send me that as well.
Kasargod.
Why don't you buy me them in a DVD format?
Right.
I'll place them on my shelf.
Okay.
Right next to her.
Her and The Godfather.
And the Godfather
I've given you, as a gift, The Godfather trilogy, and you absolute... Yeah, I don't want to use the words because I think I swear a lot on the podcast. I'm going to try and, like, cut back on that in the new year.
I've noticed a few swear words today.
Right. When you wind up my... But never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for context, I bought you a gold, The Godfather trilogy, and you've not opened it yet.
I haven't.
Can
confirm.
Have you actually watched The Godfather and The Godfather?
No, I've watched them.
Oh, so in that case, it's good because you're keeping it in mint condition.
I haven't watched her though.
Have you opened the seal on that one as well yet?
No. But thanks for the present there. And on that note, thank you for tuning in into this episode. Catch you on the next one.